Yes, big shout out to Max.
84 cent $100. One thing connecting Jews, Muslims, and immigrants with regard to expectations of Americans: assimilation, scamming welfare, mass Islamic prayer in public, and subverting government is an assimilation.
Yep. Thank you for the big super chat. That's kind of the point I'm trying to make. They want us to choose and say, oh, we're Team Islam. We hate Islamophobia. And Islam's terrific because they revere Jesus as a prophet. And it's like, no, we don't want Muslims here. We don't want millions of Muslims here. That is not who we are. And it's because Islam is not the truth. Islam is not the truth. Jesus Christ is the truth. The Logos is the truth. Christ is the Word. The Word is with God. So no, Islam is a false religion. If you are a Muslim, you are worshiping a demon, okay? And I know Nostra Aetate says, well, they worship the monotheistic God, they worship the Father. I don't think so. They're following some cult. I don't support it. I don't want it in my country. It is foreign and it isn't true. So they're trying to get you to go on that side. Oh, boo Israel, we're pro-Muslim. And the Jews are trying to do the exact opposite. And they're saying, oh, Muslims are the problem. Boo Muslims, and Jews are fine. Jews are fighting Islam. We're Judeo-Christian. We're people of the book, blah, blah. And you go, no, we don't want you either. Judaism is also a false religion. That is also a false religion. You're worshiping a demon too. Your Talmud, your mysticism, your Chabad Lubavitch, your Lurianic Kabbalah, you're worshiping a demon too. That's also a false religion. We don't want that here either. So it's like I say, we have to take our own side, even if you're a pagan, okay? Even if you're a pagan, even if you're a non-Christian, our civilization is Christian. That's our cultural language, that is our heritage, that is our moral vocabulary. We are a Christian civilization. And that's the big dog, and that is what we're going with. Even if you're not a Christian, it's what it is. That's Rome, that's Neoplatonism, that's the Scholastics. That is who we are. Contrary to Islam, contrary to Judaism, contrary to Marxism, liberalism. So, yeah, I agree. We have to take that middle path. And I'm so sick of hearing about, Islamophobia, Muslims are our closest allies. I don't think so. I'm not really about that, because it's never a two-way street. And they come here and it's so funny. I saw this with Sneeko. You notice this with Sneeko? So the other day, Sneeko is responding to a video of Muslims praying in the park at night. And some boomer goes up to them and he's trolling them and he's yelling at them. And Sneeko goes, they're not bothering anybody. No one's there. They're in the park. It's at night. They're not bothering anybody. They're just hanging out. And then where do you see Sneeko during Ramadan? Times Square, New York, in the middle of the evening. Oh, so what happened? So first you go, oh, leave us alone. It's Islamophobia. We're not bothering anybody. Then you're in Times Square. What's the excuse now? Now you are bothering everybody. And you know what you're doing now? Now you're an imposition. You're imposing that on everybody. You're in the center of our country. Times Square is the center of our great global city, of our empire city. And you are taking up space there for no other reason than to make a statement, which is we are here and we are Muslim and we are here to conquer. That is what that is about. So the goal there is to be as conspicuous as possible. And then you go, you know what? This isn't a Muslim country. Pack it the fuck up and take it to a mosque. You're lucky we have a First Amendment. You do have freedom to practice your religion. Practice it in your constitutionally protected mosque. You don't see Christians doing a march with the rosary. You don't see a procession in Dubai. You don't see a procession in Mecca. You don't see a Christian procession in Medina or in those cities in Qum. You don't see a procession over there because it's not allowed. Christians have their area over there where they can practice, but it's not allowed everywhere, certainly not allowed in the middle. And then you know what Sneeko says when you call him out? He goes, you're right. You're right, we are Muslim, and we did just pray in New York, and we are. So which is it? And this is what they do, and that is how they are. They're very crafty. At once, they play the victim, and they go, leave us alone, Islamophobia, oy vey. They literally sound like Jews. They are literally just like the Jews. This is what the Jews do. The Jews will say, we're the victim, anti-Semitism. And like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, they say anti-Semitism is out of control. We don't feel safe in the city. And then they go, you're right, we do run the media. We're going to crush you. Just like with the Muslims. It's Bismillah, Islamophobia, everyone's attacking us. And they go, we are here and we're in Times Square and you can't do a fucking thing about it. And that's why Christians need to say no more gaslighting. No more gaslighting. Raise up the cross. I want a Roman salute from everybody. A Roman salute to our Caesar. A Roman salute to our church. Hail Christ. Hail Christ. Hail Caesar. Hail Rome. Okay, this is the new Rome, bitch. And we're taking Muslims by their thobe and all their goofy shit, and we're taking Jews by their yarmulke, and we gotta flick them back out to the Middle East. Get the fuck out of here. This is a new Rome, bitch. This is a new Rome, motherfucker. Get on board or get out. Somalians, get the fuck out. Hasidic Jews, get the fuck out. Ben Shapiro, get the fuck out. Christians have to get real. Christians need to grow a pair of balls. Stop the gaslighting. I love to see it. I love to see the boomers out there in New York. Thank you, boomers. Thank you, MAGA boomers. I know you may not be based on Israel, but thank you, base boomers, for fighting for space in our fucking country. This is not a Muslim country at all. No Muslim roots here. This is a Christian country. When Christopher Columbus came here, it was a flag with a cross on it. It was christened for Christ. And this is a Christian nation. Don't make a mistake and think it's anything else. It always has been. How many of the colonies had a state-run church at the time of the founding? How many of the founding fathers were Christian? What was the percentage of Christians at the time of the founding? Who were the settlers that came here? The Puritans, the Catholics, the Presbyterians, all these other, who were the Quakers? What religion were they from? How many of them were Sunni and Shia? No, sorry, they were Quakers. They were Puritans. They were Catholics. They were Episcopalians. They were all different manner of Christian. It wasn't until hundreds of years later that you guys started coming in here. You should count yourself as lucky. And look, I don't hate Muslims. I don't hate them at all. And I'm not saying we should take away their rights. I think they should have a right to practice their religion, and they should have their same right as anybody else. But we need to fight for the core and the center. This is a Christian civilization, not a Muslim one. You want to go and practice your religion in your mosque, knock yourself out. But the signs are not going to be in Arabic, my friend. And you want to do your call to prayer? Do it inside the mosque. Don't do it in public. And you see what's happening in Europe. This is where they're losing it. The call to prayer goes out in the United Kingdom, in the UK, in the land of the conquerors, the Anglo-Saxons of King Edward and Lord Nelson. You have the Muslim call to prayer, and they're so fucking dishonest. They come here and say, oh, well, John Adams said that America isn't Christian. Oh, I'm sorry, is the United Kingdom Christian? Is the United Kingdom Muslim? Is France Muslim? Is Germany? They don't care. This is lying. This is Takia. This is targeted lying. You are lying. So someone needs to call it out. And here's the thing. They all want to say, oh, well, we're just being unfairly vilified by the Jews. And then they attack us Christians. And that I will not tolerate. You want to attack Israel? Knock yourself out. You want to criticize the Jews? Hey, you know what? Knock yourself out. You start coming for Christians. You start coming for the West. You start coming for America. Now we got a big problem. Because I am an American and I am a Christian, and this is a Christian nation. So that's a bit, don't overstay your welcome. It's crazy. That really pisses me off. It's always this one struggle. And then the second they find an opportunity, they want to put the screws in and they want to twist the knife on Christians and they want to criticize the West. The West is what gave you everything that you love about America. Okay, everything that New York was built by the West. New York is as Western as it gets. You love New York. You know what? You love Islam so much. Go move to Cairo. Go move to Cairo. Go move to Riyadh. Go move to Baghdad or something. Oh, you don't want to live there. I wonder why. Why don't you want to go and live there? Because it's a fucking shithole? They go, oh, Western values are so corrupt and so sick. That's why y'all live in London and New York, right? Because your values are so superior? Because your backwards religion is so superior to ours? Why don't you go live in Yemen? Go live in the land of the prophet. Go live in the Hejaz. Go live in Yemen. Have a good time. They have minarets and they've got the call to prayer and they got all that. It's great. It's great. They're doing their dances and waving swords around. Be my guest. But you know what? In this country, you love it or you leave it. You love this country, you love everything about this country, or get the fuck out. We don't need any people that aren't on board with the mission. We don't need anybody that's not on board with the program here. We're the patriots. I'm a patriot. I'm a Christian. I'm an American. I'm a Roman. Take that magic carpet shit out of here. It's not what this country was built on. So anyway, and I like Sneako as a guy, but he, you see that approach and it's so funny. So which is it? He goes, oh, Muslims aren't hurting anybody. They're just in the park. It's better than some degenerate Western concert. And then they're in New York and they go, yeah, I'm wearing my thobe. Yeah, I'm in Manhattan. Yeah, I'm in Times Square. Okay, so which is it then? Which is it? The black people, they do the same thing too. The black people, they do the same thing. That's racist, that's racist. Oh, well, we the scientists of the earth. We the only inventors of the earth. We invented everything. And it's like, okay, so which is it? I hate the self-pitying stuff. That's why I tell white people, don't be an Oliver Anthony. Don't be a white nigger. Don't go out there and cry in the woods playing your banjo. I can't get a job, blah, blah. I say whites need to take control of the situation. I push a message of action, okay? Be as white as you can be. Be as smart as you can be. Be as martial as you can be. Whites are a martial race. We are a martial race. We practically invented organized war. Don't forget it. So we have to prepare for war. You want peace? Prepare for war. Become a weapon. I've always said this. Don't make excuses. Don't be a victim. Don't be pushed around. Get organized. Get organized. Find some like-minded friends. Get together. Go to the gym. Learn martial arts. Do tactical training. Get your bag up. Increase your influence and power. Take your own side. We have to become a powerful nation again. And we have to take our own side as a nation, not rely on these other people, not rely on the Saracens, not rely on the Jews. We have to take our own side. So anyway, yeah, I see that clip and it's like, okay, pal. He goes, I'm gonna wear my thobe and I'm gonna wear my thobe. I'm gonna be in Times Square. It's like, oh, so what happened to those Muslims of discretion in the park? Oh, I see. Switched it up. Switched it up as always. We love Sneako. No beef with him, but I just intensely disagree. Every time he gets on the Muslim shit, it pisses me off. It's always, it's a challenge, as it just has no basis here. And it's like, little homie, what are you doing, man? You're born in New York. You're Filipino, Haitian, Hungarian. What are you doing hanging out with these Packies? What is this brainwashed LARP? You got to drop that. Pray for Sneako. Don't rape Sneako. Pray for Sneako. People super chat, they say rape Sneako. I say pray for Sneako. Pray for Sneako. God, soften his heart. Bring him back to the Lord. Reconcile him with Christ. Sonny Faz, feed him to the Muslims. I hope they cut off his head. Sonny Faz, feed him to the Saudis. Feed him. I want them to get him like Jamal Khashoggi. But Sneako, pray for Sneako. He's got to come back. Otherwise, it's going to be like Kingdom of Heaven. It's going to be like that movie. But anyway, no, we love Sneako. Sonny Faz, race traitor. You turned your back on your own people. But Sneak, We got to return.
G36 Bubba sent $30. Goyim in Ascendance.
Goyim in Ascendance. I like that. Goyim in Ascendance. Goyim are rising up. So true.
Nika Birch sent $20.